Hi guys, so today I'm going to make a sunflower microgreen pesto, which is a little bit different. But before we get into it, let me just show you these beautiful microgreens. So we have red radish, white radish, broccoli microgreens, and sunflower microgreens. So you can see here that the leaves are much bigger on the sunflower microgreens compared with the broccoli microgreens. And then you've got sort of medium size are these radish microgreens, and these are being grown in a vertical hydroponic farm here in Nairobi. They're full of loads of nutrients, so they're a really great thing to add to salads, add to sandwiches, and of course, like you can see, they make the most amazing garnish. They're going to elevate your plating to make it look like you're in a Michelin-starred restaurant. So get the microgreens in. Okay, so how we're going to make this is we're going to start with 3 cups of sunflower microgreen, and they are going to go into, I'm going to pack them in a bit because I want to get as much as possible. So that's about a cup, and they're going to go straight into the blender. This could not be easier. After I've made it, I'm going to have it on a piece of toast. But of course, you can put it into sandwiches. You can use it with pasta, all sorts. So that's 2 cups. We need 1 more cup. So actually that's quite handy. A cup is almost a punnet. It's quite easy to figure out then, isn't it? There we go. If you stuff it in like I have, it's pretty much a punnet full of microgreens. Next, we're going to put in 100 mils of olive oil. And of course, this is going to be really important for bringing it all together and giving the consistency. So this is 1/3 of a cup, which is 80 mLs. I'm going to do 80 mLs here first, pour it over, like that. And then I'm just going to add a tablespoon and a bit to make it up to 100 mLs. It's 15, a little bit more. Don't worry too much about this sort of thing. You might have to add a little bit later anyway. So go for the 100 mLs. Don't worry if it's a little bit over. Then we're going to go for almonds. Now, if you're allergic to nuts, don't worry about a thing. You can always use seeds. So of course you could use sunflower seeds, you could use pumpkin seeds. And we are going to do, have it ready, half a cup. Half a cup of almonds are going to go in. And what we're doing here is we're using the dry roasted and salted almonds. So I'm not going to add any salt until I've tasted it. And then finally, juice of half a lemon. There we go, a beautiful lemon. Just gonna squeeze that. And of course, this is full of goodness as well. Loads and loads of vitamin C. Oopsie. And then I'm just gonna pour it on like this. There we go. And that's it. Let's blend. That's it. We have our pesto. And what I love about this is that you can see some tiny little brown flecks, and that's the skin of the almonds. And that, again, has got more goodness in it. So this whole thing is making me feel mighty healthy. So we're going to make some toast. So one thing before you finish up and clean everything up is just taste it to make sure if it needs salt or a little bit of pepper to add. Actually might add a little bit of salt and a grind of pepper to that. It's perfect. So we're just going to put the pesto into this lovely little bowl. And this is something that kids will also just go wild for, I think. Unlike a normal pesto, it doesn't have the cloves of garlic, and raw garlic can be a little bit overpowering for some kids. So I think this would be really popular with the younger ones. I'm just gonna generously slather it on. This would also be really nice with a couple of slices of tomatoes. You could do it with avocado. There's so many options. Generous amount of pesto. I love pesto on toast. With a fried egg on top or a poached egg, also delicious. And I'm just gonna garnish with some extra microgreens. Make it look super pretty. Guys, these particular microgreens are quite big and chunky, so I really love eating them like this. But in a salad, when I'm at home with the kids, then I'll often just cut them a little bit as well, so that it's easier for the children to get it onto their knife and fork. And there we go. Voila.